My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Today is November 22nd, 2024. It is 8:12 a.m. I've done several videos today and I can believe I edit them very quickly. So I'm pretty much done for the day, but I was looking at some things that were trending. This I just posted on my community, but I will not go in full detail in it because I don't want to say too much. Jeb Bush, okay? So I took screenshot of this, posted on my community, but and just go there, read it. But another thing that I saw that was trending before this was I took some tweets to put them on my list, is regarding Obamacare. It was trending earlier, so I want to look at some of those tweets. This is the first one. I'm surprised it's not there anymore. Well, it's always something trending on Twitter. So there's this here. We've only been telling people this since the ACA started, but some reps had to name it Obamacare to get uneducated and or racist people against it. They're the same thing. This is like thinking puppy chow and muddy buddies are two different foods when they're the same snack. Let's see here. Public confusion, Obamacare and ACA reveal as identical. Recent social media posts reveal that many individuals are only now discovering that Obamacare and the Affordable Care Act, ACA, refer to the same health care legislation which was signed into law in 2010. This confusion has been highlighted by stories of people, including some Trump supporters, who oppose the ACA, not realizing they or their loved one have directly benefited from pre-existing condition protection. So there's this here. This is very small. People are breaking down on TikTok because they just realized Obamacare is the Affordable Care Act. It's unbelievable. Here we go. The GIF. There's some comments here. I don't know. Okay, so there's not that much. Because these people, I don't know. These are not squaddies or anything like that. Okay, again, pre-existing condition, great, but $500 to $5,000. They approve what your doctor prescribes sometimes, and some people don't have health care. It was all lies. Remember, they didn't even read the bill. Downfall of U.S. leading world in healthcare. It was always low. I've been even warning some of the Brits because I know the NHS is having some issues, and I was like, what you have is so much better than what we have in the US. If they become somewhat for profit kind of thing, for small little things you go into the hospital, you could be bankrupt. All right, that's the question here. Our healthcare sucks as for a long time. That's what I'm saying. It's been sucks for a long time, as far as I'm concerned, and not because of the ACA, at least not by itself in the least. Capitalism and corporate greed has gotten us here. Okay, so there's that. Okay, that's what I was just saying. I've been warning you guys. This, what we have in the US really sucks. Okay, so let's leave that alone. I don't want to stay too long on this video. This is another one that was making still about Obamacare because it was trending earlier. Okay, we warn you. We want those coverage by the ACA, Obamacare. We want women. We want immigrants. We want farmers. We want small business owners. We want those that depend on Social Security. We want parents. We want investors. But y'all ignore us. America is doomed. Alright, so there's that here. That's the Middle East here. Buyer's remorse. Arab Americans in Dearborn, Michigan, who voted in an overwhelming majority for Donald Trump, are now terrified after seeing Trump's cabinet picks who seeks to allow Israel to annex Gaza and the West Bank entirely. He's playing us, said one Dearborn leader about Trump's. Read more. That's from Midas Touch. All right, let me just read what's there because we're gonna shift different direction after that. So during COVID, when the governor then gave Trump back power after 2 weeks and then forced small business owners to close when they tried to open up, and over 5,000 went belly up, that was Trump, but now offer taxpayers money to open business after they forced others to go bankrupt. Okay, someone had to step up to act like an adult. He called COVID a hoax for months. He even told them to drink some different things. Okay, while 1 million plus died, and by the time he actually took it seriously, it was too late. Had he handed out the PPE instead of hoarding it with threats, he could have saved lives and small business as well. And not only that, we learned that he was sending stuff, COVID tests to Putin. So that's another thing. Let's go to the next one. It's unbelievable. They're trying to rewrite history. Oh my God, we are doomed. Next one. This is a GIF. Not my fault. Yeah, then no, Obamacare and ACA are the same thing. Reading can be hard. You reap what you sow. Alright, I did try an effort. Oh my God, there's that. You could read that yourself. Okay, so that's the only thing there. But yeah, pretty much everybody was warning them. But they were so into the entertainment aspect of things. Okay, there it is. It's trending again. Obamacare. Let's go to the next one. I'm telling you. Oh, did I come back again? Is that the same thing? Or did I? Okay, I didn't copy it. Let's copy it again. Okay. Some people hate Obamacare but love the Affordable Care Act. When you just wanted to get rid of the gays, Mexican, and Muslims, but now you're going to lose your health insurance. My goodness, these are the same people who hate government handout but love food stamps. It's the same thing. Yeah, he's right. That's an ad. Okay, I vote. Okay, I vote good P. Okay, I don't know what this is. Okay, some people think the ACA is affordable, but don't see that it was a great big gift, wrap present to the insurance industry. Depend on how you see it. Okay, some people that said they were doing great financially, but Bidenomics was failing the nation. Just look what we have now. Okay, we don't need to hate these people. Just look what we have now, and we could compare what Biden did and what Trump did when he was in office. And if he does become, well, he is elected, we'll see what he turned that into. All right, so let's move on. Because I know a lot of people like Mark Cuban, he won so many of us. Next tweet. I'm just going to read the first one. Okay, my reaction to people that didn't know that the Affordable Care Act, ACA, and Obamacare are the same thing. Oh my God, it's not an act, is it? You really are that stupid. Sometimes when I think about it, they, meaning the people who's in control and power and all of that, they were so in tune to really mess up the black and brown community. But meanwhile, it was themselves they were dumbing down. It's very sad. Let me just read what's there. This is an ad. Okay, I truly have no sympathy for them. When one vote to screw others and screw themselves too, it feels like poetic justice. They should stop being cruel and vindictive. That's it. This is perfectly. This is exactly that. Next tweet. I have two more and then that's it. The difference between Trump and Harris voters is that Harris voters understood 1. Tariffs are a tax we pay, 2. ACA is Obamacare, 3. Mass deportation are a bad idea, cabinet nomination matter, Project 2025 is terrible. Before the election, Trump voters are learning it after. That is true. Many of them, that's when they were looking up this stuff. It's very sad. Okay, Trump been talking about tariff for 10 years. You think we don't understand what they are. You don't understand why they implement them. Why he implements them is a chess move with long-term positive effect. Okay, you could do all your crazy stuff, but whatever. Reading this comment made me thought of, I guess it's almost the same way when those people are trying to say that the world has too many people, and then during COVID and Trump let COVID end despite the fact that President Obama left a blueprint for him to follow through, okay, to implement how to deal with a pandemic, but instead he let it end. And then you have some of his MAGA people who were listening to him. The majority of them were the one who died from COVID. So I guess they solved the problem of, having too many people in the world. I don't know. Would you say the same thing to solve the long-term problem? This is freaking stupid. You just don't want to be you who fall into the crack of that stupid long-term positive effect. I mean, so much to say. I'm not into economics and the terms and all of that. Let me just leave that alone. Because we've had professionals, high-level professionals, who's telling us that the things that Trump wants to implement, it's not good. Okay? So I guess when you want to destroy something, you don't really need to think how it's going to affect. You just do it to destroy it. Unlike when you're trying to build something up, it takes time and energy and a lot of thinking process to make it work. So when you're destroying something, you don't care. So let me leave this alone. It's unbelievable. I don't know what to say. Next one. Hold on. Trump voters with pre-existing condition are out there crying now because they just realized Obamacare is the Affordable Care Act. The Affordable Care Act, they just voted to repeal because they were good thanks to Obamacare. Are you effing kidding me? This is precisely exactly what the F happened when the masses allowed their bloody government over a long period of time to continually plot and subject Americans against each other on a 24-hour vicious news cycle basis. So now that the politicians have duly effed one or two, I guess that's what I say. Okay, I cannot see that. Oh, there it is. It was right below. Oh my God, it's a thread. Okay. Okay, let's back up. So now the politicians have duly effed them all, white, Latino, and Americans, right over. What now? They love to run down America's black and population, but all this has shown is that one election years that black Americans decided F this shit, we're always saving America. Look at what the West has done. But the very real disadvantage to those non-black Americans is the fact that they remain in complete denial that said government has also plotted white against white. They look down upon each other daily and don't see that either, and many of them and rule America uneducated. I mean, they make sure of that. There's one YouTuber that I watch sometime. He goes into different neighborhoods, and one thing I realized from watching his video, when the blue states are paying high-end taxes and putting more into the federal government, many of those money goes to those in the red state that's not really working as hard as the people in the blue state. But anyway, all right. So not knowing any better with the only thought that their skin color, that is true, somehow will give them extra pass. Well, all that shit fully exposed now. They've exposed their own level of complete dumbness. Soon they'll see that 45, 47 and coming to drink no beer with them. That's for sure. There's more. Let's leave that alone. This is my last one. Next one. Okay. 11 hours, 10 million views. Let's pause this. 10 million views, over 150,000 likes. But here's the heartbreak truth. Millions of Americans still don't understand that the Affordable Care Act, ACA, is Obamacare, and that ignorance has been weaponized for political gain. Let's break it down. The ACA wasn't just a law, it was a lifeline. That is true. When it first when I was talking about it in one of my videos, and I said something like, this was the first thing Obama did to make sure you guys are okay. Your health is number one, which was the first thing he tackled. Okay? It protects people with pre-existing condition, expanded healthcare access, and save families from financial ruin. But for over a decade, it's been under siege, called a disaster, guided by funded cuts, and targeted for repeal by Trump and his allies. So let's listen to this. It will be a screenshot, okay? 34 seconds.
We want to take a blowtorch to the regulatory state, okay?
Yeah.
I mean, these agencies have been weaponized against the people.
Yeah.
It's crushing the free market. It's like a boot on the neck of job creators and entrepreneurs and risk takers. And so healthcare is one of the sectors, but we need this across the board. And Trump's going to go big. I mean, he's only going to have one more term, right? Can't run for re-election.
Right.
And so he's going to be thinking about legacy, and we're going to fix all these things.
No Obamacare?
No Obama. Yeah, the ACA is so deeply ingrained. We need massive reform to make this work, and we got a lot of ideas on how to do that. We want to take a blowtorch to the regulators.
When you're destroying something, you don't need to think. You just destroy. Oh my God. And now Trump is trying to rewrite history. In 2024, he claimed he's never even thought about repealing the ACA. That was one of the very first things he tried to do. Lie. His administration led a full-blown assault on it. And I think it was saved by McCain, John McCain. He backed repeal bills, pushed junk insurance plan, and celebrated when enrollment plummeted by millions. Okay, the saddest part, people who voted for leaders determined to destroy the ACA didn't even realize what was at stake. One man admitted he voted for Trump while his mother's stage 4 cancer treatment was funded by the very law Trump tried to kill. That's not just a failure of, what does that say? That's not just a failure of policy, it's a failure of communication and a triumph of propaganda. They want to get rid of it. So you think they're going to educate you on it, the Republican? No. Oh my God. Phew. Okay, the stakes are higher than ever. The ACA saved lives, and it can do so again, but only if people know what's happening. This fight isn't just about law, it's about stopping the lies, exposing the hypocrisy, and protecting the people who can't afford to lose. Okay, let's keep the conversation going. If 10 million people can see the truth in 11 hours, imagine what we can do with just sustained focus and pressure. The truth matters, and we'll keep fighting to make sure everyone knows it. I don't know. That's it. There's more. Let's leave that alone. But it seems like the people prefer when I don't know. They just prefer stupidity. That's all. Okay, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. Senate Republican is trending now. What is going on? I saw the thing with Megan. Alright, so there's more here. What is that? Senate Republican, embrace your power. Okay, this one is 2 minutes and 20 seconds. That'll be it. Let's see what she says here.
This is a message for John Thune and the Senate Republicans. You guys are in charge now. When Mitch McConnell ran the Senate, he had more power than anybody. I didn't like what he did with that power, but that man was a force. You were his second, Senator Thune, his acolyte, his apprentice. You learned how to wield that power the way he did. We need you to use that now. Congress is a co-equal branch of the U.S. government. The president doesn't rule over it. The Senate has the power to shut down any law, any nominee, any ambassador or appointee that they see fit. We know the Republican House has already kissed the ring. Most of them wouldn't even be in power if they hadn't done so. Yet under their leadership, nothing got accomplished. Even the Senate's bipartisan border bill was stopped with their obstruction. Now, it worked for the presidential election as intended, but at what cost? Are we a dictatorship or a constitutional republic? Are you powerless?
But do you think the Republican cares? They don't care. They have their agenda. They're going to go straight to it. They have the House, they have the Senate, and they have the presidency. And now we have the Supreme Court is pretty much on their side as well. So let's see how this is going to happen. God save us.
Powerless, or will you stand in your power? The future president already tried to turn you into puppets by supporting Rick Scott's run for majority leader. But you denied him that rubber stamp, choosing instead to hold on to your own power. And I want you to know we noticed. We noticed your backbone, and we respect you for holding on to the autonomy and authority of the U.S. Senate. So I'm here to encourage you, and encourage the people with red state senators to support you staying the course. The Republican House is gone. The Supreme Court has capitulated. So we look to you to not abandon your power to a man who doesn't respect you and will only hurt us. The people in your state will suffer. The people in this country will suffer. Looking at his potential cabinet choices for Attorney General, National Secretary, Department of Defense, Health and Human Services, your own people will suffer. Your friends, your family. They won't be able to hide from this level of incompetence. His choices will hurt everyone. I am not a supporter of many of your policies or positions, but if you do choose to protect America, I will be a supporter of your campaigns when Elon and the president primary you. Those who stand up for the rule of law and the Constitution are going to be targeted, and I believe those of us in the crosshair should have each other's backs. As the old quote says, politics makes strange bedfellows. So I'm asking you to support us now, and the people in your state to support you doing it later. We will all be watching. be brave.
Sounds nice and everything, but when these people are in power, they don't care. They don't listen. They're laser focused to their objective. And the other thing as well, if we don't solve the voting machine because it was hacked, I read an article a while back and I shared it with you on APTS Team Sussex about it. They sent letters to officials who should take this into consideration. If they don't solve this, we could kiss everything goodbye because full power is in their hand. All right, so that's it. Thank you for watching.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life.